Welcome to College Sport Check Basketball, presented by Long Island's Community Radio. Scores and schedules, but first we'll take a look at the scores. Now for the College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard from Saturday, starting with North Carolina defeating Hawaii 83-68, Gardner-Webb over Howard 94-75, Memphis defeating Savannah State 99-86. Providence over Grambling, 71-54. Duke over Penn State, 78-68. Jacksonville over Florida International, 78-75. Butler defeating Bucknell, 86-60. Morgan State over Campbell, 82-66. Evansville over Morehead State, 69-56. Vermont defeats Linden State, 79-20. Texas Tech over Eastern Kentucky, 90-71. IUPUI defeats Eastern Michigan 83-70. Northern Kentucky over Delaware 74-53. St. Mary's, California defeats Dayton 61-57. Rice over Omaha 100-87. Fresno State over Lamar University 83-64. Rhode Island over Cincinnati 76-71. Oakland defeats Chicago State 107-79. Texas Southern defeats LaSalle 77-76. Fordham defeats St. Peter's 63-41. UMBC over Kennesaw State 93-85. Drake over Simpson 76-61. South Alabama defeats Youngstown State 84-75. Miami, Ohio defeats Austin Peay 76-70. Loyola Chicago over Oral Roberts 78-53. Furman defeats Trinity Baptist 102-53. Boston University over Maine 102-78. UMKC over Bowling Green 71-69. High Point defeats the Navy 69-62. Tulsa over New Orleans 77-68. Fairfield over Wagner 70-64. NJIT defeating Colgate 74-68. Marshall defeats Western Colorado 98-63. Cal Poly over Bethesda, California 69-52. USC Upstate defeats Charleston Southern 79-77. Marist defeats Brown 87-79. Fairleigh Dickinson over Lipscomb 92-72. Indiana State defeating Missouri State Louisville 96-55. LIU Brooklyn over Northeastern 78-74. Arkansas State over Army West Point 60-57. Washington State defeats Montana 87-63. Liberty over Indiana 48. Indiana defeats Liberty 87-48. College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard. Toledo defeating Wright State 87-78. Murray State over Green Bay 93-77. UC Riverside over Fresno Pacific 96-50. Virginia Tech defeating VMI 88-72. William & Mary defeating Presbyterian 89-59. South Florida defeats Rider 70-65. UNC Greensboro over North Dakota State 65-54. Fort Wayne over Massachusetts Lowell 94-81. St. Francis of Pennsylvania defeats Chatham 119-59. Tennessee State defeating Middle Tennessee 74-63. Illinois Chicago over Trinity Christian 102-66. UTSA defeating Prairie View 69-59. Belmont over Western Kentucky 90-69. Nebraska defeating Louisiana Tech 65-54. Grand Canyon over Albany, New York 82-77. And Western versus Eastern. Eastern Illinois defeats Western Illinois 73-64. Chattanooga over Central Arkansas 75-64. Utah State over Idaho State 85-51. Wyoming defeating South Dakota State 77-67. Utah Valley over Benedictine Mesa 86-52. BYU defeating Coastal Carolina 81-65. UC Irvine over Pacific 72-65. CSU Bakersfield over UC Santa Barbara 77-70. UNLV over Cal State Fullerton 77-68. Santa Clara defeating Northern Colorado 88-72. And finally Cal State Northridge defeating Northern Illinois 84-82. And those are the scores. Now taking a look what's going on for the college basketball TV schedule for Sunday. And we kind of just get a TV schedule because most of us are watching on TV. There you go. Plain and simple. Okay, starting at 1 o'clock, Yale taking on Virginia on the ACC Network. 3 games at 8 o'clock. Stony Brook taking on Boston College, also ACC Network. Stetson and East Carolina, ESPN 3. 2 o'clock, Towson in Maryland, ESPN 3. 3 o'clock, Maryland Eastern Shore taking on Wichita State, ESPN 3. 7 o'clock, Florida Gulf Coast taking on Michigan State on the Big Ten Network. 9 o'clock, it's the Kootenai in Kentucky, ESPNU. And then at 10 o'clock, it's going to be Long Beach State taking on UCLA on the Pac-12 Network. A rundown for Monday, it's Tennessee taking on Wisconsin, Georgetown and Oregon, Northern Colorado and Arizona. St. Francis, Brooklyn, and Providence. Notre Dame taking on Colorado. Also, Texas and Northwestern. Alabama, Birmingham, and Kansas. California, San Diego State, North Carolina, and Chaminade. And that is the rundown for Monday. Keeping you in the loop about the Hoops College Sport Check basketball 7 days a week from now all the way until March. That's right, that's what we do. Give you the scores 7 days a week. Long Island's Community Radio, communityradioli.com, and click on the College Sport Check button. Thank you, and have a good rest of the weekend.